Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. In today's video, we're going to do a comparison between the Wakako Picopresso that is almost 3 years old now versus the CERA Plus portable espresso maker that is there in the market a few months ago. So in the comparison today, we're going to look at the specs of each of them, and then what is the quality of coffee you get when you use any of them, and whether there is any of them that is better than the other. What are the features that you expect when you own any of them, and whether having something like the Picopresso nowadays still serves the purpose and does the job well, or you need to go towards the new notion of having an electric one that is just works with a press of a button. So let's head together to the comparison and see what each of them is offering. First of all, when looking at the Picopresso for the first time, you feel that it is really compact. It's very small in the hand, as you see, smaller than your palm. And when you put it on the scale, it weighs no more than 550 grams. So it is 550 grams, 0.8, which is a very lightweight for a compact espresso machine like this. Even though it's portable, even though it's manual, it includes everything you need to make your cup of espresso. Okay, so when you open the cover of the Picopresso, you will see the Picopresso body itself, and this is including everything you need to make your coffee. So when you open the top part, you will find the tamper of the Picopresso. It comes with this little tamper, and it comes with a small brush to clean the basket after you pour your coffee in it and do all the pack preparation. It comes with this metal dosing ring. All of that is like branded with Wakako's logo or even name here like that. And it also comes with a small needle, even though it's thick needle, but they said they did it like that so that it can live for a longer time. And no wonder the Picopresso is living with me since almost 3 years now, and it is doing very well. I'm not using it heavily like before, but I believe the first couple of years I was using it heavily. It used to be my friend whenever I go to my work, and even when I travel anywhere, I used to carry it with me. But like since a few months back, we started to see different other coffee like espresso brewers, and this has moved the game towards a different level where you can control your coffee or your espresso maker using battery charged. Okay, so the bottom part of the Picopresso has this cover. It's just being used as a drip tray when you finish making your espresso. And this is the lower part of the Picopresso. It has this shower screen made of metal, and it's covered with a small piece of rubber. You need to take care, because if this is cut, I believe you will lose a lot of the pressure you make when you do your espresso. And this is a small spoon that you can use to weigh your coffee. Okay, so you just open it like that, and then you can use it as a measuring spoon. You finish, you can close the hand like that, then it can fit into the basket. So this is the basket of the Picopresso, 52 millimeters basket. I know it's a weird size, but this is what they went for when they launched the Picopresso. It has a kind of a ridge here, as you see, but it fits up to 18 grams of coffee, which is what you need as an espresso drinker to have an international dose of 18 grams. And it comes with this portafilter made of metal, and there is a small rubber piece under it, or on the bottom of it, that you can also take it out if you want to see a naked extraction, or even to make it as a spouted portafilter where you can get your coffee without any dripping here or there. It falls as a single stream into the cup. So you can use it with this or without, it's up to you. So these are all the pieces that fit together in the Picopresso. And when you make coffee with Picopresso, you need to take care that it's all made of plastic, which means that it's good to conduct the heat easily it doesn't require a lot of heating in order to make a cup of coffee, but on the other hand, it can transfer the heat to your hand. So I usually add a small attachment like this, which is a small piece of foam. I just add it into the cover here like that, so that when I carry my Picopresso, I have something to isolate my hand, or I have to wear a glove or so that I don't burn my hand when I use it. Okay, so that's basically about the Picopresso and how it handles your coffee extractions. Meanwhile, you can use any kind of a mesh to protect the shower screen from being dirty. Though this is a 51 size, but it fits the purpose of protecting here, though it can be a little bit smaller than the basket. So it's up to you if you can find a similar size to this or no, but it is working like that. On the other hand, you can change the basket completely to something like this, which is an IMS basket that is 51.5. I have been using this basket with Picopresso since I got it almost 3 years. It's made for La Pavoni machine, but it works very well also with the Picopresso. I think there is a lot of baskets nowadays made by IMS. I think the one that is very famous is called HUGH. And I've spoken about all the Picopresso mods and everything in my previous videos. You can check them out on my channel. Meanwhile, I'll move on now to the other machine that we have in our video, which is the CERA Plus. Moving forward to the second one that we have in our comparison, which is the CERA Plus Portable Espresso Maker. This is a coffee machine made by a company named CERA. I spoke about this machine before, as well as the grinder that it comes as a complementing accessory with it, that you can use it to grind your coffee outdoor, because it's also USB chargeable. So the coffee machine here has 20 bars of pressure versus the 9 bars of pressure that the Picopresso offers when you make your coffee this way. So when you use the pump of the Picopresso, you achieve up to 9 bars of pressure as per Wakako. They have launched some accessories for the Picopresso also, like a Picopresso gauge and stuff, but all these come at extra cost. So when you open the box of the CERA Plus, you will find some accessories coming with it. First of all, this is the CERA machine, and it is a little bit longer than the Picopresso, definitely. So I'll just show you how both of them look like when you get them together. So when you put them next to each other, you can see that there's a very big difference between the Picopresso that comes also as, like, you can say half the height or less than half the height of the CERA Plus. Okay, but the CERA Plus comes with a cup under the machine. You can remove the cup out so that the height between them is becoming maximum double size. Okay, yeah, less than double size. Okay, so this is when you put them head to head next to each other. So when you put the machine on the scale to see how much it weighs around 200 grams or 150 grams extra more than the Picopresso. So this one weighs 700 grams, 704. The other one weighs 550 grams. So we're talking about 150 grams extra for the CERA. Okay. So the box of the CERA comes also with other accessories, like the Picopresso comes with all the accessories needed to make your coffee. Here comes also a mesh that features the size of the basket of the machine, which is 51 millimeters versus the 52 millimeters of the Picopresso. Comes also with a dosing ring, comes with a tamper. All of these are made of metal, very good quality. Also comes with a bigger brush than the Picopresso's brush. Comes with a spoon also, but you cannot twist the handle of the spoon. And comes with a small needle that you can use it to distribute your coffee also, as well as the wire to charge your machine. So one of the big differences between both of the machines is that this one is chargeable and it has a heater as well for heating your water, but this one is completely manual. You have no connectivity at all, you have no connection to the electricity. So for the people of you who want peace of mind, definitely something like this might be an easy job to make your espresso. Just press a button, heat the water, and then click again to extract your coffee, versus heating and preheating and then extracting using your hand power. If the coffee is a little bit fine, then you have to just wait for some time until the pressure releases. Then you can take the coffee out and then brew another cup and so on. So it's a little bit of a pain if you use a manual or completely manual machine versus something like this. So I believe there is no space to put all the accessories of the CERA machine in it. So that's a plus for the Picopresso, that you can carry everything in one small pouch. For the CERA machine, I believe you can take the other accessories in a smaller or a small external bag, or if you have any small pouch, you can carry all the extra accessories, even though they are not big, but every piece of them is important. So make sure when you carry something like this to have a bag for it. And the company have made a bag that can carry both the machine and also the grinder for only $10. So I believe you can just make your own arrangements if you own a machine like the CERA Plus. So let's head to espresso making and see how each of them handles a cup of espresso. So worth to mention that this one is going to be a very good rival for the Picopresso when it launches. I believe we're just a few weeks just before receiving the Picopresso. Then I think we can have some comparisons as well between this one and the Picopresso, since both of them will be electric, both of them will be like having the heating features as well as, you know, extracting using a press of a button, and that's it. And also we can then compare it to the Super 58 and see what each of them can give as a value for the money for the user. So let's start making coffee with Picopresso, and I'm gonna show you what is my ritual to make coffee with it. First of all, I'm going to use one grinder for both of them. I use the same grinder from Star Seeker, the Edge 63. It is just like a near zero grinder, and it gives very good taste for the coffee. According to my taste, it has been really delivering amazing results since I started using it. So you heat water until boiling, and then you need to add some hot water here in the chamber so that you can give some heating for the Picopresso. So you get your kettle ready for boiling water, and then leave it until it gets heated. You need to heat this one as well. So sometimes people put the basket of the Picopresso on the kettle. Some other people will not do that. You just pour hot water on it and then use some tissues to clean it, and then pour the water. So let's pour some hot water, and I'll give it a few seconds of soaking so that it gets hot by the time I grind my coffee, and then everything will be ready. So I got 2 samples of coffee ready. This is a coffee from Colombia. Both of the samples are 18 grams. And as you see, the beans are not very dark. They're just like a medium light roast, not even a medium roast. So I just spray a little bit of water using this small sprayer, and I'll grind them maybe on 40 steps on the edge. So by the time I ground my coffee, I put the kettle back on the base so that it can heat again. And I don't have a sink near me, so I use this big cup to make sure everything is heated, and then we can get ready for the next step. I think we can use a small piece of rubber like this to prepare the puck. Maybe I can put the camera a little bit back so you can see with me. So when you use the Picopresso, this is now hot enough. You use the dosing ring so that you can pour the coffee, and then you can use the needle that comes with the Picopresso, and that's definitely the same basket of the needle of the Picopresso. I didn't use the IMS basket, because then if I use an IMS basket with one of the machines, I have to use it with the other one as well. So you just give some distribution for the coffee, and then you use the tamper that comes with the Picopresso. And this is the normal method of making or packing or preparing your pack for your Picopresso. It just goes this way, and some people will do that like that many times until you make sure the coffee is stamped well. Then you can give a little bit of a tamp like that and make it very leveled. If the coffee is very fine, this would mean that we need to grind another dose, and then you can do everything. And the main issue here, if the coffee is fine, is that you end up suffering from releasing the pressure. So this is how the puck looks like. Nice and even. Okay, just I think it's not even from the top part, so I need to just give it a tamp from here as well. So yeah. So if you over compress the puck, this will give you some hassle when you like extract the coffee and through it. So let's put the Picopresso's shower screen first, and before doing that, we need to quickly rinse the water from the Picopresso. So you just make sure this is closed properly, then you take out the water. I should have really heated the shower screen as well. So I'll just dip it quickly into the water. The Picopresso's body right now is very hot. And as you see, it all depends on how you press it using your hand. And it keeps on pumping all the water like that. Then you can close it. Then I can just dip this shower screen in the water like that. The water is very hot. And then just put it over the basket like that. And then you can close the Picopresso properly. Make sure you close it properly, and then you open the top part. You add your hot water. The water temperature is 99 Celsius, which is nearly boiling water. And you add the water like that, and then you can make your cup of espresso. Hopefully that the grind settings is not very fine, because I feel that it's very fine. We'll see that now. And this is going to be one of the pain points of Picopresso, that you have to make sure what grind settings are you using and that it has to exactly match what you need. So I'll try to use a small mirror to show you how the shot looks like from the bottom. And I think we don't need a scale, because we can see on the video time how much did it take. So you guys need to bear with me until I get the right angle for you to appear on the camera. I think you can kind of see it like that. And my hand started to hurt, so I'll use the piece of foam that I have in the cover. It started to make me feel the burning. So you give some pumps for the Picopresso, like few pumps, like maybe 10 pumps or 12. And then you kind of wait for some time until you start seeing the coffee dripping from the bottom. And once you see that, you start using your hands to extract the coffee. And as I expected, it's a little bit fine. But it is extracting now in a single stream. A little bit slow shot. So if I have to do the same coffee again, I will need to go like 2-3 marks finer. And right now, I'm trying to adjust my breathing. And when you use a Picopresso, you need to have strong hands, because such shots like these will require you to be exercising very well. So this is the shot we got from Picopresso. Nice shot for sure. Little bit long, but it is not bad. It is very nice. Very creamy shot, very creamy extraction. And I think the taste is also going to be nice. And we'll do some refraction tests. Don't worry guys, we always do that in our espresso experimentations, so that we can be sure on what settings are we getting and what the data tells us. Let's try the shot and see how it tastes. Little bit bitter, feel some bitterness in the end. Little bit over extracted, longer shot. But nice. And the temperature of the shot is not very hot or not very cold. I'll try to show you what the temperature is. This is the thermometer also that can give us some reading. So let's see what the temperature is for this one. It's not bad at all. It crossed the 50, 53 now, 54.9, 55.9. I believe it can be maximum of 60 degrees, 60 Celsius. So 58 right now, 0.5. So 58.6. Let's say it's a 59 maybe. So the average of 59, yeah. It stopped at 58.9, so it's a 59, which is not bad at all. So it's less than 10 Celsius only from the machine quality coffee. So the cup tastes nice. It's made of 18 grams of coffee, ground at good, fine enough espresso settings. We can go, I believe we can go coarser to achieve an extraction that tastes better than this. But I would say that this is not a bad one, it's a good one. Let's now go for the other machine and see what the workflow will be. So we'll grind the same dose exactly for the CERA machine, same coffee, the same medium light roast, using the same machine, and I believe we'll also use the same grind settings. So we'll keep it on 40 steps and see, keeping in mind that this has a 20 bars like pump, so it is stronger than the Picopresso for sure. I'm not sure if I need to go finer or coarser, but it was a little bit fine for the Picopresso, so maybe it's gonna be good for this one. So let's grind and see. So the CERA machine comes with a 51 millimeters basket, similar in size to the normal DeLonghi machines and even the Picopresso. It can take the Picopresso's basket no problem. It can take the IMS basket. I believe you can play with it the way you want according to your preferences. So you can put this one in it, the IMS basket will take it, it will fit perfectly. But I believe I will be using this one in the future, but for now I'll use the same machine with the same stock preferences that come with it so that it can be very fair comparison. So I need to heat this one also, so I'll add the same hot water into the cup the same way exactly. So I'll be pouring hot water into the cup here, and I did that here also. I poured some hot water. So after that I will be extracting some of the coffee, some of the water, so that it can heat the machine inside. And for the ones of you who are not familiar with this machine, this is a machine that charges with USB-C. So on the back side of it, there is a port for USB-C, as you see here. And when you charge it one charge, it will give you around 30 to 40 extractions. This is, I think, is going to be very sufficient for someone who is doing coffee outside. The machine comes with self-heating feature. Means what? Means that if you long press this power button like that, it will make a beep and it will heat the coffee as you see. It will heat the water as you see. And once it reaches the right boiling temperature, according to the system that it has, which maximum reaches, I think, 88 or 90 Celsius, it will make a beep for you that it has reached the temperature that it needs. Otherwise, you can turn it off and add your hot water to save the battery, because one time of heating the water with this machine will take around 30% of the battery. So you're sacrificing around 10 shots of battery in case you're using it for heating water outside. Definitely it can be a lifesaver for some people who are already outside and there is no source of hot water around them. But if you have hot water around you in your office maybe, or at home, why to waste the battery that you have in the machine in order to make the machine to use a self-heating feature? So this is my philosophy when I use some machines that have such features like these. That's number one. Number two, the machine has two different modes of extraction. The first one is when you do, I believe it has only one method of extraction, which is doing a double click on the power button. Unlike the Star Secret Super 58, when you have to extract directly on full pressure, or you do a pre-infusion first. This one has only pre-infusion extraction, so means that you cannot bypass the pre-infusion. You double click this button, like what you're going to see after I make the pack preparation, and then you can be extracting your coffee directly. It will do some pre-infusion in the beginning, and for only a few seconds, like 3 seconds of dispensing water, 5 seconds or around that for holding on until the coffee soaks into the water that you dispensed, and then the extraction will start. So right now I'm going to do the pack prep using the same tools that come with the machine. The dosing ring here has a magnet. This is a good thing. It will not fall when you move your hand or so for the same 18 grams of coffee, the same type, the same grind settings, everything is the same. I'm going to use the needle that comes with the machine. So I'm doing the distribution in the same way exactly, and I'm going to also use the same tamper that comes with the machine. So this is the tamper that comes with the machine, so I'll be using it. So it is a calibrated tamper because it stops on the dosing ring. So I'm doing the same thing, just polishing the surface using the tamper, and then I'll be using the puck screen that comes with the machine, which is a plus because the Super 50, I mean the Picopresso doesn't come with a puck screen. So here we have a puck screen. So this is a plus for this machine. So I'll be using this one. I think the puck screens are important because they keep the machine like clean. So double click like that will be good to take out the water from the chamber. And the machine is feeling hot in my hand. Not very hot, but it's hot. Like maybe it's like 85 Celsius or so. I'll be pouring boiling water in it. So by the time the water extracts the coffee, it will be around maybe 90 Celsius. So I closed the machine and the machine is ready to extract. I'll use the similar cup to the one I used for the first extraction. Try to put the mirror also so you can see, and pour my hot water into the machine and show you what the coffee will be like. The water chamber takes up to 70 ml, and you can add more if you want, because you can keep the top open and then you can add more water during the extraction. And this is a plus for the CERA machine as well as the Super 58, but you cannot do that with the Picopresso because you will lose the pressure definitely. So we'll do a double click. I think you can see my hand. Double click without any worrying about the pressure you have to do, because the pump will do everything for you. So the extraction feels okay. Yeah, the grind settings is fine with the machine. You can definitely use a different basket if you want to upgrade your coffee flavor. And definitely the basket will, maybe the IMS basket will need a finer grind, and this is going to be a game changer for you. If you have a holder also, this will help you have a steady machine. So this is the extraction. I think nice extraction as well as the Picopresso's extraction. This is how it looks like. Looks nice, creamy also, and I think I need to just give it a stir and try, and then we can head to looking at the extraction results on the TDS meter, the refractor meter. The taste is nice. It has good flavor as well. So the extraction using the Picopresso in the first shot was a little bit over extracted, as you all saw on the camera, because it has taken much more time than this one. I didn't count the seconds, to be honest. You can check that in the video, but the extraction here on the CERA Plus, the machine was much smoother than the Picopresso. No effort at all from the user, and the taste was good. The pump was capable enough and powerful enough to push the water, even though the grind is fine. And I honestly forgot to check the temperature, but we can check that now and see how much is it, how many degrees. I believe it will be mostly around the same temperature of the other one. I had some coffee also and It's like finished few seconds ago, as you all see on the camera, and probably it is just as hot as the Picopresso if you do a good preheating. This is a 60 now. The other one ended at 59. So we can say that we lost a couple of degrees here or there. So maybe it ended at around 63, maybe. It's now 60.8, so mostly 61. Let's say it's a 63, 64 Celsius, according to the cycle we did. Maybe if we've had a more chance of preheating double cycles, not one cycle, this would give the machine a better chance to make a hotter coffee. But the coffee feels good on my tongue. It's not cold at all. So let's check together what the TDS results. We'll start with the Picopresso shot first, on the right side. Keeping in mind that this one has taken a little bit longer time than the other one. So it's a 9.85 TDS, which is 21.84. And as we all know, the international standard is 18 to 22. So it is still within the normal range of espresso, hitting the sweet spot. But as you see, it's a little bit towards the bitter side, which is the right side, because it has taken a little bit longer time. So let's see, on the other hand, what the CERA Plus shot is about. So have to give it the time it take. Took around, let's say, 45 seconds average. The other one I think exceeded the minute, but I just set it to be a minute. And let's see what the result is for the CERA Plus. And just this is just I mean, it's just an indicator, but it doesn't mean that every shot you make is going to get the same exact numbers, because it depends on what grind size are you dialing in, and all these are factors depending on how many times do you heat or preheat the machine before you do your extraction. All these are things that you have to keep in your mind. So it's a 9.24, which is hitting 20.53. So it's a more proper extraction than the Picopresso's one. Maybe this is due to just the grind settings that I need to adjust when I grind my coffee for the Picopresso. But this was just an experiment in front of you. We just did everything just as is, just the same. Seems like the Picopresso needs a little bit coarser grind in order to achieve a good extraction or a better kind of extraction. And with a machine like this, all we did is to just put hot water in it, maybe preheat the basket or the filter of the coffee, and then hit a button and let it do all the job for you. You tell me, what do you think? Whether that kind of machines is really worth the money you spend over it, especially that it's cheaper than a traditional tool like this. Yeah, we call this a traditional one because it's been there since 3 years. So it is what everybody knows about portable espresso. It's a Picopresso or Nanopresso. But nowadays we get to see a lot of other machines in the market, all of them mostly made in China. So yeah, you tell me what do you think in the comments. You tell me your opinion, whether you have one or no, whether you think to upgrade from using a Picopresso to something like this, or even the Picopresso that everybody is waiting for, or the Super 58 that we spoke about on my channel in several videos. You tell me in the comments what you think, and I appreciate all of you for supporting my channel and me so that I can keep pushing new content every day for you. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.